Alright, it's time now for my next game of Jeopardy for the Nintendo Wii. This is game 14, I believe. Yeah, game 14, and I have a total of $401,800. Certainly like to add on to my $401,800. Let's see if I can do it.
This is Jeopardy! Here are today's contestants. Player 1, Player 2, Player 3, and now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. You all look eager to get underway, so let's get right into it. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories. Under the sea.
In quotation marks.
Manimal. South Korea. Literature. Let's celebrate. And on Broadway. All right, let's get back into it. We're flying past 10,000 feet on our way to this. The altitude we'll maintain en route, 35,000 feet. Okay, Player 1. Use the Wii remote or press the corresponding direction on the plus control pad.
I ended up choosing Under the Sea for 200 first.
You get to pick again, Player 1.
The real clue I wanted was Manimal for 200.
In a Rudyard Kipling story, one of these animals saves a family from a deadly cobra. It's Player 1.
What is a mongoose?
That's correct.
Okay, Manimal for
Player 1.
400.
A rhesus or a macaque? Player 1.
What is a meerkat?
Sorry.
No.
Anyone else? Here's what we were looking for. A monkey.
Oh, a monkey. Manimal for 600.
Player 1, back to you.
Daily double.
Answer. It's the Daily Double.
Oh, but I stuck to
Here's a
1,000, so
chance
that's
to
what
throw
I'll
the
do.
time. And the Daily Double clue. Of the three animals on Ontario, Canada's coat of arms, the one that fits the category.
What is moose? Yep.
Congratulations, you're still in first, Player 1. We return to... The scarlet species of this tropical flyer is known for its brilliant plumage and strong voice. Here's the response we were looking for. The macaw.
Oh, the macaw. Manimal for 1,000.
You again, Player 1. We're sure you'll just love Ondatra zebethicus, this rodent. Yes, Player 1.
What is muskrat?
Right you are.
Manimal for 2,000.
Player 1,
C
back to you
400.
for... Let's take it over to Kelly.
Ledger lines are for notes that don't fit on the 5-line staff, like this note that can be shown one line below the treble staff or one line above the bass staff.
It's Player 1.
What is middle C?
That is correct.
Middle C for 600.
Please pick it. The modern Hebrew and Arabic alphabet consist only of this type of letter. Player 1.
What is a consonant?
Good.
C800.
Player 1. It's the South American national capital city that fits the category. Okay, Player 1.
What is Cartagena?
Oh, sorry. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this?
Giving me tough questions, even though I put it on
Yes,
easy.
player 3.
I don't know why. Caracas.
You got it. Choose again. Player 3.
C1000.
Found in South Africa in 1905, this 3,106 carat diamond went to Amsterdam for cutting. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is the crown?
No.
No. I'm down to
Anyone
only
else care to try to
1,200.
come up with a correct response? Here's what we wanted. The Cullinan.
Oh, Cullinan.
Please pick again. Player 3.
Celebrate 200.
The patron saint of lovers is honored on this annual holiday.
What is Valentine's Day?
Yes, player 1. Yeah! Good. You get to pick again, player 1. Former U.S. Senator Gaylord Nelson founded this annual observance devoted to the environment. It's player 1.
What is Earth Day?
Right.
Let's celebrate for 600.
We return to you, player 1. Customs on this 121st day of the year include dancing around a pole and giving baskets to friends and family. Okay, player 1.
What is May Day?
Oh, you're right.
Let's celebrate for 800.
Player 1, pick again. Collecting money for UNICEF on this holiday was begun in 1950 by a Philadelphia Sunday school class. Player 1,
What is Halloween?
you are correct.
1,000.
Player 1, meaning a coming. It's the period before Christmas that begins on the Sunday nearest to November 30th.
What is Advent?
Let's hear it, player 1. Correct. Player 1.
Literature
you
for
pick again,
200.
please. In chapter 52 of this novel, a boisterous crowd is gathering for Fagin's execution. Player 1.
What is Lord of the... Oh, no, that's not it. Okay, what is David Copperfield?
Sorry, that's...
No.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Let's hear it. Player 2.
Oliver Twist. Oh.
Player 2. Back to you for our
Literature
next
400.
selection. 19th century author, known for writing about a venerable mansion with 7 acutely peaked gables. Yes, player 1.
Who's Nathaniel Hawthorne?
Right.
Literature for 600.
Select again.
What?
People from the past appear to a brother and sister in Rewards and Fairies by this author of The Jungle Book. It's player 1.
Who's Rudyard Kipling?
Good. Choose again.
Alright, looks like I'm being called away to do something. Hang on. Yes. Alright, sorry for the delay.
Again, player 1.
Literature 800.
Modern novels with biblical titles include Jane Hamilton's The Book of Ruth and Toni Morrison's Song of Hymn. Okay, player 1.
Who is Solomon? What is Solomon? Literature for 1,000.
You again, player 1. Even Grendel would love Shakespeare's new translation of the Anglo-Saxon epic about this title geet. Player 1?
Who is Beowulf?
Yes.
Probably 200.
Player 1, back to you. 2 snugly cute characters in Avenue Q aren't called the bad news these, but the bad idea these.
They're bears.
Yes, player one. That is correct. Please pick again. Many of this Jonathan Larson musical's famous fans have gone backstage to add their names to a long graffiti wall. Okay, player one.
What is Rent?
That's it.
600.
Select again. Fantasia of American Idol played the role of Celie in The Color This.
What is the color purple?
Let's hear it, player one. Good for you.
800, please.
You get to pick it. Spring Awakening is an alt-rock musical based on an 1891 play that Frank Wedekind originally wrote in this language.
What language was it?
It's player two.
German?
Yes. You again, player two. Huey Lewis, Harry Hamlin, and George Hamilton have all been tapped to play tap-dancing lawyer Billy Flynn in this musical. Yes, player one.
What is Chicago?
That's correct. Player one.
South Korea, 1,000.
MacArthur thought the battle for this port would end the Korean War. Didn't work out that way. Here's the correct response. Incheon.
Incheon.
Player one. This medicinal herb of the genus Panax is native to Korea. It's player one.
What is ginseng?
Yep.
600.
Choose again. Player At the 2008 Summer Olympics, South Korea's Cha Dong-min won the heavyweight gold medal in this national sport. Player one.
What is taekwondo?
You are correct.
400.
We return to the 12th century book, Samguk Sagi, recounts the time when this religion came to Korea from India. Okay, player one.
What is Buddhism?
Hey, you're right.
Okay, and then the last one.
And we'll wrap up the board with this clue. With more than 10 million people, it's the largest city in South Korea. Let's hear it, player one.
What is Seoul?
Yeah. Right.
Let's finish the Jeopardy round for $11,000. Katie has 1,000 and Sam has 800. It'll hit first in double Jeopardy. Yeah, that round took a little bit longer than it should. This meeting called away, but oh well.
Those are worth $400 to $2,000 in these
Got to do a rocky start,
At the dentist's office, state mottos, nasal passages, top 40 hitmakers, old, odd, and obscure words, and presidential alma maters.
Oh boy.
All right, player three. As promised,
Nasal passages
you
for
pick first
400.
in Double Jeopardy. And there in the wood a piggy-wig stood, with a ring at the end of his nose, in the poem about this bird and a feline. Yes, player one.
Who is Robin?
No. Any other takers?
Samuel.
Okay, player three.
Eagle?
No. Anyone else? Player two.
Owl.
Good. Player two, back to you for
Nasal
our next
passages for
selection.
800.
Truly that nose is the glorious cross he bears, is said of this romantic Rostand hero. It's player one.
Who is Cyrano de Bergerac?
That's correct.
Yep.
You get to pick again, player one.
At the dentist's office for 400.
Drill speed is measured in these. Dr. Morrison's in 1871 did about 600. Today's turbine-powered ones, about 300,000. Let's hear it, player one.
p.m.
That is correct.
That's off
Player 1. The American Dental Association says this is perfectly safe as the basis for amalgam fillings. It combines with other materials to make it stable. It's player 2.
Ammonia.
Sorry, that's wrong. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response?
I will.
Okay, player 1.
What is uranium?
Nope.
No. So that means
Any other
it's
takers?
mercury. Oh well.
Player 3. Yep. Choose again. Player 3.
Then stuff is 12.
Cavities form when bacteria break down sugars, forming this substance that dissolves enamel. Here's the correct response. Acid. Player 3. Pick again.
Acid.
Wyoming. Equal these. Yes, player 1.
What are equal rights?
Good for you. We return to you, player 1. There's no beating around this archaic term for a wine shop or tavern. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is bush?
Right.
800?
Player 1. It really burns me up that febrific means having one of these. Yes, player 1.
What is fever?
Yes.
1200?
Please pick it. Lacrimiform literally means shaped like this. It's player 1.
What is tear?
That's right. Way to go.
Tear, whatever.
You again, player 1. A thurible is an ornamental container in which this is burned during a religious ceremony. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is incense?
Yes.
2000.
Player 1. Wynton Marsalis should know that to bisinate means to blow this horn, his specialty. Player 1.
What is the tuba?
Nope.
No.
Sorry. Anyone else? We're talking about the trumpet.
Oh, the trumpet.
Select again.
Okay, nasal passages 1200. There's one of the daily doubles.
Answer. The first of the daily doubles. You are currently in the lead. What'll it be? Okay, here is the clue. To see what is in front of one's nose needs a constant struggle, wrote this man in 1946. Not in 1984.
Who is George Orwell?
That puts you even further ahead.
Yeah. That's 20
Player
grand.
1. That lightly was her slender nose, tip-tilted like the petal of a flower. This lord wrote in Idylls of the King. The correct response is Lord Tennyson. We return to Pascal Pensée. If the nose of this queen had been shorter, the whole face of the world would have been changed. Okay, player 2.
Helen?
Sorry, that's wrong.
Katie has no money.
Anyone else care to try to come up with the correct
money.
response? Yes, player 1.
Who is Elizabeth? Wrong.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Let's hear it, player 3.
Cleopatra.
Right. Player 3, pick again.
Top 40 hit makers.
1230. Young Girls Are Coming to the Canyon, and California Dreamin'. Here's the correct response. The Mamas and the Papas.
Oh, the Mamas and the Papas.
Player 3, back to you. Brother Love's Traveling Salvation Show, and Sweet Caroline. Okay, Player 1.
It was Neil Diamond.
Right you are. Choose again, Player 1. What would you say? And Crash Into Me. It's Player 2.
Grateful Dead.
No, that's not right.
No.
Anyone else? Player 1?
It was Dave Matthews Band.
Correct.
I'm back at 20,000.
Please pick a Saturday Night Special and woo, free bird. Here's what we wanted. Leonard Skinner.
Leonard Skinner.
Select again.
2000.
Harry Truman and 25 or 6 to 4. We're talking about Chicago.
Chicago.
Player 1, you pick again,
Dennis
please.
Officer
Modern lead aprons worn during X-raying have a collar to protect this gland from the radiation.
Which gland is that?
Here's the response we were looking for. The thyroid.
Oh, thyroid gland. 2000.
You again, Player 1. From the Latin for to close, it's the alignment and spacing of your upper and lower teeth when you bite.
Don't know.
Here's what we were looking for. The occlusion.
Occlusion.
You get to pick again, Player 1.
800.
Nebraska. Equality before the this.
Okay, this one I keep getting wrong, so I'm not going to try it.
Here's the correct response. The law.
Oh, the law. 1200.
Player 1. Ohio. With God, all things are this. Let's hear it, Player 1.
It is possible.
That's it.
1600.
Player 1. North Dakota. Liberty and union, now and forever, one and this. Player 2.
Inseparable.
Yes. We return to you, Player 2.
2000.
Virginia. Sic semper this. Yes, Player 1.
What is Tyrannus?
That's correct. Please pick again, Player 1.
2000. Essential Alma Matters. And there's the other daily double.
Woo, sir. The second daily double. You are in the lead right now. What are you going to wager?
I'm only going to risk 1800.
And the clue. Eureka College, class of 1932.
Who's Ronald Reagan?
You have maintained your lead.
Could have gone more, but too late now.
You again, Player 1. Harvard University, class of 1904. It's Player 3.
Herbert Hoover?
No.
No.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Okay, Player 2.
Franklin Roosevelt?
Good.
Yep.
And you're back
He's
into
out
some
of
money.
money.
Player 2, back to you for our next selection. U.S. Military Academy, class of 1915.
I don't really have to ring in on any of these.
Yes, Player 2. That's not it.
Roosevelt. No.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's the response we were looking for. Dwight Eisenhower.
Dwight Eisenhower.
You get to pick again, player 2. U.S. Naval Academy, class of 1946. Here's the correct response. Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter.
And we'll wrap up the board with this clue. Georgetown, class of 1968.
Well, no winning by default for me in this game.
Okay, player 2.
Bill Clinton.
That is correct.
So, Katie,
I'll see you all for Final Jeopardy in just a moment.
1600, but I have a runaway lead with $25,000.
Here's the Final Jeopardy
category.
Poets. So, what's your wager?
I am going to risk 5,000.
Each direction on the plus control pad represents a different response. Press a direction to select an answer. And now the last clue. Fired from a job for laziness, he wrote, I lean and loaf at my ease, observing a spear of summer grass.
Who's Walt Whitman?
What did you put as your response?
Wordsworth?
And that will lose
Wrong.
you.
And she only risked 205, so she goes to 1195.
What did you say?
William Wordsworth.
And that will cost you.
And we know that that's wrong. Samuel only risked 150, so he'll finish up with 1450.
Did you come up with the correct response?
Walt Whitman.
How much do you
Which
have
is
your
correct.
total with that correct response?
And I risked 5,000. So I win this game with 30,000. And that makes it
Congratulations, player one.
$421,800. I'll see you for game
You are
15.
our new champion.